Hello guys, good morning. This is Sunny Vishkarma. I hope all good. So let's start one video for today. So guys, as of now, we understand about versus following topic in details: freight forwarder, shipping line, and NOCC. Difference between the freight forwarder, shipping line, and NOCC, and best option for international trade. I think this video you have seen, and it is very useful for international trade to understanding about these all respective shipping lines and freight forwarder and NOCC. So we'll discuss today about detention, demurrage, and port storage. That is very most important topics. So guys, we'll discuss in the details. Following charges are applicable when shipment arrived at destination port and not pick up container on time. So guys, what charges will be applicable? Number one, port storage charges, demurrage charges, detention charges. These three charges are very different, and someone has not much knowledge about that, and freight forwarder shipping line charge too much, and they cannot do, but they have to pay at destination if container not picked up on the time. So most important, we need to understand better about these charges and make your agreement accordingly. So let's start. In the next slide, we'll go for the port storage charges. Guys, in this slide we'll see what is the port storage charges. I mentioned here port storage charges will be charged by the port and terminal authority, and it will be very port wise and country wise. Guys, why it is mentioned port wise and country wise? Because I just take the example from the Hamburg port and WEC shipping line. So this port authority, Hamburg port authority, will allow us only 5 days free time at the terminal and the port. You have only 5 days to pick up the container from the port and delivered. So most important, first you have 5 days for pick up the container from the port, because if you not pick up the container, the congestion will be going on and storage charges will be applied on you. So free days, port authority allowed free time to importer for pick up the container from the port timely within 3 days. If not pick up, then port charges, storage charges will be applicable. Just example I saw you. Free days 3 and 5 and max 7 days. WEC line Hamburg port. This is the just example. 3 days in other countries, other port, 5 days in other country and other ports, and 7 days max can other port. So in this case, we take the example of WEC line Hamburg port import storage. As you can see in my screenshots and slides, for free time first 3 days, it means port authorities allowed you for pick up the container from the port. When the arrived, you have 5 days to pick up the container, and then you start your custom clearance process and everything, right? After that, 6 to 12 days, if container is not picked up from the port within 5 days, then the charges will be applicable. 20 it means 20 feet container, 40 means 40 feet container, and 45 feet 45 container. So this is the drive-in containers, and it is general purpose only. So you can see that euro 55 per day. So this charges will be applicable per day, at it is very high charges, and it will increase day to day, and the last €70 will be applicable per day. So this is the most important. And now you can see day 13 to 19 the charges will be applicable, increase just from 55 to 80, and beyond 90 days it will applicable €100 per day. The port authority and shipping line will charge to you if container is not picked up. This is the general purpose container, 20 feet, 40 feet, and 5 to 5 feet. And if your container is reefer and ODC, flat rack, open tub, then charges will be different and it will be high. So most important thing, you need to take care, and you need to discuss with your freight forwarder shipping line about these charges and try to negotiate if possible. As I mentioned, special container, flat rack, open tub, and reefer import charges will be vary as per above screenshot, and you can get this info on WEC site. And also, if you contact with any other shipping lines, then definitely you should go with them and website and ask. Then after you make the agreement with your freight forwarder and VCC. because most important here, that is why I mention for my new colleagues and new entrepreneur which is not aware about this, not a new entrepreneur, also the most company manager is also not important about this all the things. So better you can discuss first, and with the shipping lines also you can cross checks, so it will help you. So most important, please always check with the shipping line website about free days before making any contract with freight forwarder and NVCC. So guys, I hope slide is very clear. If any doubt, so please you can ask me by WhatsApp, by Teams and chat. So next is Demmurage charges. It is very important when Demmurage will be applied and whom Demmurage will be applied. So let's go in next slide. Demmurage. Demmurage charges, if you see, Demmurage charge to importer and exporter when container arrived at port. Why I mentioned importer and exporter? Because container arrived at port, it means the importer gets ready, but no, this is also applied on exporter, because whenever the container arrived, and it will depend on your agreement also. So now Demmurage charge to importer and exporter when container arrived at port and not cleared from the custom within 3 days. I hope you clear. Post storage charges, that is different. You need to pick up the container from terminal and then you start the custom clearance. When container pick up timely from the port, but custom clearance activity is not done, not cleared custom from within 3 days, then Demmurage will be applicable. These charges will be applicable till the container inside the port. It means cargo and container inside the port, these charges will be applicable, and it will also vary port wise and country wise, and also depend on your freight forwarder, shipping line and NVCC. So you can discuss with your freight forwarder. That is why I mentioned clearly, guys, whenever you are coordinating and doing the contract with the freight forwarder and NVCC, so please, and shipping line also, so better to check first, and that is why I mentioned 5, 7, 14 free days. So you can check my slides and then you can start the negotiation, because a new entrepreneur and new students and who is willing to come in the logistic don't know about this all the things. So better you can just study, and any issue you can ask me, and then you can start your negotiation the first. So hopefully free days, as I mentioned in blue, 5, 7, 14, 21 and 30 days max. Why I mention this clause here? Because if we do the agreement, I know you can pay some little bit extra freight, but you will have 14, 21 and 30 days max, because it depend on your cargo and depend your country where the custom clearance will take some more time. So I will explain in better in my coming slides why we are taking 14, 21 and 30 days. So it will help on your cost and your business also. So this will depend on volume of cargo and negotiation with the freight forwarder, shipping line and NVCC before making the contract agreement. As you can see the slide, free time, suppose 1 to 3 as a per port, but you can discuss with freight forwarder, they will help you out for more free time as mentioned in the blue. After free time, container 5 to 7 days 20 feet like this, 85, and 6 to 11 days 150, 12 to 20 220, and you can see 40 feet container, it goes just double. So it is better to check first, and the same is for apply for special container, flat track, open term and refer. Demmurage charges will be apply vary as per web screenshot. You can get this info on websites, and as I mentioned in the red, most important, please always check the shipping line website 3 days before making any contract with the freight forwarder and NVCC. So I hope this slides and this Demmurage concept is clear to you, guys. So let's move in next, detention charges. It is also very important. So let's go. Detention charges, detention charge to importer and exporter when container moved out from the port authority until the empty container returned to the terminal or depot. It is very simple concept. Whenever the container in the port, inside the port, Demmurage will be applied. When container with cargo moved from the port authority, then detention will be applied till the empty return. if container written, as I mentioned, if empty container written within agreed free days, then no detention will be applicable. And it will be vary port wise, country wise, and also depend on your freight forwarder, shipping line, and NOCC. The same concept will follow for detention also, but detention, just remember, container detention will be applied after the when container moved out from the terminal. I hope you are clear. And the same 3 days, 5, 7 to the 20 and 30 days, this will also depend on volume of cargo and negotiation with freight forwarder before making any of the contracts. And detention charges, you can see the WCC line Hamburg port, it is allow only the 8 days. But why I mentioned 14, 21 and 20, that is also depend on your volume of cargo and negotiation with the freight forwarder. So best you can discuss first with according your volume. And the for special container, flat track, open tub, reefer, Demmurage charges and detention charges will vary as per the screenshot. And most important, please always check with the shipping line website about 3 days. So guys, I hope detention concept is clear to you. So next is common slide why practical training is most important. Thanks to all guys for watching this video and share with maximum your friend or colleagues why you should join this channel. Only practical knowledge and will support day-to-day activities in your job and business, and also will help your cracking interview and support in your business. Guys, please help me to support my subscribe channel and likes and give your comments as well, and share with the maximum to maximum people so that they can understand better without any help of their boss and everyone. So they will get the good knowledge from in this channel, in this platform, via my YouTube channel. It is going in depth process, so please follow this and subscribe. In the next coming videos, so it's very interesting topic is coming on, so please watch and subscribe. Thanks guys, goodbye and take care for the day.